My Soulmate's a Slime by admay 1924. Mother of Dragons. Shedding Tree. Raphael. You want to say something? Why are you holding yourself back? You are making me worried, you know. Rimuru confronted his skill when she seemed to say something for the fourth time but stopped herself. Oh, forgive me master, but indeed I feel something. Something about my empress. Rimuru lowered his tea, quite worried now. He too had suspected something but chose not to dwell on it. However, now with Raphael's confirmation, he can no longer put it aside. Maeva's scent changed. Not a bad change, but her scent was enhanced and he had to secretly tone it down or it would leak all over. She always carried this scent of cherry blossoms in a warm summer breeze, while Maya carries the same scent combined with honey. Worry lingers at the back of his mind as he tries not to let it show in front of all these dignitaries having dinner at the Grand Hall. Is it something to worry about a lot, Raphael? No, I believe not. If it is, then I would have detected harmful interference by now. Okay, at least it's not a major concern then, but how come you can't figure out what is wrong with my wife? I have a lead, master, but allow me to confirm it first. If it turns out to be what I suspected, this would be a life-changing moment. Huh? And what do you mean by that, Raphael? His question wasn't answered though. If he is sure of one thing, then his skill is at work right now. Better not bother her. The earlier they would know what is going on with Maeva, the better. Yo. A snap of fingers pulled him out of his reverie to see Maya beside him, who just placed his dessert on the table. You are spacing out, big bro. Something wrong? Yeah, I have been calling you for a while now, but you are in a trance. You alright? Natsu second surprising him. They're calling him and yet he didn't hear of that. He was really deep in thought then. Guess he could never overcome this habit of spacing out. I can tell you are thinking of something quite worrisome. What is it? And better not lie to us, young man. Zarif warns, his stare also piercing, putting him in a more pressuring situation. These Dragneel siblings. You alright, love? Make that 4. The subject of the matter just appeared holding more snacks. He smiled reassuringly at them. He shouldn't do this here now, or they'll worry about him more. I am all right. Just a slight issue, nothing big I promise. If there is, I'd tell you. For now, allow to confirm some matters first, all right? The wizards weren't convinced but let him be. All right, as long as you are fine. Maeva kissed him on the cheek before walking away to serve other tables as well. Hey, I got my eye on you, Maya dramatically scoffed, her hands on her hips. Rimuru chuckled at her unique display of worried sisterly affection. Got you, your highness. Good. Well then, I'm off to business. The princess then sashayed away, her antics causing her family to bloom smiles on their lips. Hey, look at that. At the commotion, everyone looked to the door and Zarif almost rolled his eyes. Always with the grandiose entrance, these demon lords. You could say that again, Rimuru sighed, standing up to greet them. For a moment, he had forgotten he invited all of the demon lords. Hope they wouldn't stir or start trouble for him. Ohu. Rimuru. There's the man of the hour. Guy excitedly put an arm around Rimuru. Yeah, nice to have all of you here as well. Just please don't draw too much attention to yourselves, you hear me? The Tempest Emperor wretched Guy's hand away from him. Whatever. Where's the food? I want to eat, Dino say looking around. I am with you. Daggerel then pulled Dino with him and they headed straight to the sushi table. Oh good. 2 troublesome fellows out of charts at the moment. So, Rimuru, I am looking forward to this festival of yours. Especially the battle segment, Leon declares. Haha, you will not be disappointed, Leon. It will be splendid, I tell you. Ramirez flew over to them with Milam following her. Good to see you are able to make Milam say happily, patting Guy on the arm. Of course. We wouldn't want to miss it for the world. Tempest Festival always brings something new. You'd never get bored, Guy answers, patting Rimuru's head. Well, not so gently. So, is Luminous here too? Leon questions. Yeah, over there, Milam pointed at one table where Luminous is having her savory dinner along her subordinates. Gentlemen, why don't you settle down and have your dinner? You are kind of blocking the door, Maeva say, only to get surprised reaction from Guy and Leon. Whoa, hang on. Why are you an emperor? Guy's words was suddenly muffled by a gloved hand. Noir appearing beside him. He smiled, but it held a fair warning. Keep it down, guy. Empress Maeva's revelation is tomorrow, so don't spoil it. Come with me. Emperor Zareth is waiting for you. With that, Noir pulled the red primordial with him and Rimuru breathed out in relief, before looking at Leon, who simply didn't care. Thanks to Milam and Ramirez, who stirred him away from the entrance, he didn't have to do it himself. You should go talk to them, Mr. Emperor, Maeva say with a teasing smile, knowing what kind of interrogation the Demon Lords has in store for him. Oh, wifey, don't remind me. This is taking 10 years of my life already. Maeva chuckled and walked away, unaware of Rimuru's worried gaze on him. The Emperor shook his head in trepidation. No, nothing is going to happen. He'll make sure of it. Veldora-kun, you are jittery in there, you alright? Maya asked the moment he saw Veldora walking back and forth, his posture tense. She had seen him like this all evening and it started to worry her. The dragon looked at her before he suddenly clutched her arm, his eyes fearful. Now, this is concerning. I don't know sister-in-law, but I have a feeling that someone will come. Call it perception, but I couldn't get rid of this feeling. His confession sealed it. If this mighty dragon feels like something is about to happen, then they should take this seriously. Then we should inform Rimuru. No, it's not bad. Not bad. Veldora, you are trembling. And you are a dragon, for crying out loud. Yes, Maya, but I detect no killing intent. Perhaps whoever is coming is friendly, so I didn't tell Rimuru yet. I am fine. To tell you the truth, I feel like another dragon is coming, Veldora say, releasing her arm. Maya stared at Veldora, daring him to lie to her. Hey, I am telling the truth. It's nothing I can't wrangle. Oh really? Then perhaps it was just my imagination a while ago that you were trembling, Veldora huffed, and it looked comical that Maya almost burst out laughing. She feels kind of bad knowing that Rimuru had tricked him a lot of times. This dragon is as carefree as a bird and has the mentality of a child. Well, not all the time. Not that Rimuru just tricks him and uses his powers without giving something back to him, one that benefits nonetheless. But if you look at so many angles, Rimuru looks like a dad more than a brother to this adorable dragon. Just then they saw Milam step out of the banquet hall as well, followed by Rimuru to where they are. I am telling you, Rimuru. I felt a dragon presence approaching, but not any of my aunts or Uncle Veldora. The dragon princess chides and stopped seeing her uncle. See, even he is here. I bet he felt it too, Milam pointed at Veldora. Ah, it's a dragon, but it doesn't seem hostile, confirmed the storm dragon. I know. I felt it too. I think we should go meet this individual. Whoever this is, he or she has a clear intent on why they're coming to Tempest. Meet her where? Milam questioned, about to follow Rimuru when they heard a voice, stopping them on their tracks. Wait, Rimuru, if I may. Turning back, they saw Urza approaching, an unmistakable happy smile on her face. Who got her smiling like that? Ooh, the other dragon princess, Milam say, smiling at the wizard. Wait. Dragon princess? Rimuru's eyes widens in realization. Could it be? Urza, this dragon, is it perhaps? The lady smiles, nodding at him. Maya gasped, now knowing who the visitor is. Right. They were talking about dragons. Why had she not thought of that? Who? Rimuru, you know who this dragon is? Veldora questioned, confused at the unclear exchange of conversation. I sure do now, although I haven't met her in person yet, Rimuru answered, walking closer to Veldora. Please behave when we see her, yes? She's a very important person and I am sure you'd be intrigued as I am. Now, Veldora was even more confused. Urza. And there she is. The mother of dragons and a dragon herself. Queen Irene Belsirian of the Dragonoff Kingdom. Legend says to protect Urza from pursuers, she enchanted her own pregnancy and had the baby Urza for years in her womb till it was safe for her to birth her. Truly a wonderful mother. And among all those who visited Tempest in all their glamorous carriages that showcases their wealth, Queen Irene traveled by foot. Her aura was concealed and she'd pass as an ordinary human, but for those with dragon senses and high magic sense, they detect right away who she is. Urza greets her mother, the queen taking her daughter in her arms. Maya, who looks up at Irene as a mom, was hugged as well. Rimuru, can you feel it, her motherly and warm aura? Milam questions as they watch the trio catch up for a while. Rimuru nods. That is the first thing he felt the moment he laid his eyes on the queen. She truly is the mother of dragons, and it shows. Greetings, Your Majesty. I am Rimuru Tempest, the leader of this nation. I am glad that you are able to come to our festival, Rimuru greets as soon as Irene was before him. Irene bows as well. Glad to hear that, Your Majesty. Thank you for the warm welcome. I was not expecting this, however. Irene smiles and Rimuru catched on to her double meaning. If you feel my dragon essence, then, you are right, however, I don't let it out unless absolutely necessary. I see. That's a fair point. Given how strong your magical abilities are already. The queen agrees. Her eyes then wanders to Veldora and Milam, who was staying silent just watching them. You must be the dragon I have sensed in this land. Don't be scared, child. I will not be harming any one of you in here. Tempest has welcomed my daughter warmly. Why would I evoke chaos just because you are a dragon? She smiles warmly at the still hesitant Veldora and Milam. The duo glanced at one another before bowing at Irene. Races aside, Irene is no doubt the one who lived the longest amongst them. Notice. The reason why Queen Irene came to Tempest is because she sensed dragon essence. As the mother of dragons, she was worried Veldora or even you master are enemies of mankind that she is protecting. So, I guessed right, Rimuru chides. She came to stop us in case we are indeed causing chaos. Yes. But now that she has proved her assumption wrong, her motherly essence is all over the place. I could feel it, Raphael. I wouldn't be surprised if Veldora and Milam would start crying, he grinned. His assumption proved to be right when he saw Veldora wipe his tears while Milam was now sobbing hugging the lady. Nothing beats a mother's love. No matter who you are or what you are, that is nothing in the face of true love like those of a mother's. What of you, master? You are one of them, even if you are allowing your dragon side to stay dormant. I don't know, Raphael. Is there any reason why I wouldn't accept this alliance and her motherly love? Not that I can't think of. Besides, Empress Maeva looks up at her as a mother figure. Rimuru smiles at that. Then it's settled.